All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's make this VTuber version. Should be interesting. It'll be very interesting to make this. See how much we can translate between two. Oh, so previously I would use the avatar. Back on the grind, indeed, indeed. But hello, Thorn. Welcome back. We're grinding, grinding. Happy Monday. Thank you, Abin. Much appreciated. I wonder, perhaps VSF has had an update that's us. Use that. Use this program. Let's check. It's the last version we created when it came to VC Face. 1.138. Okay, well, it's the same. All right, so no update. Bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Oi, oi, oi! Hello, Namers. Welcome. But also, hello, Evan. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. We didn't see you this morning, so welcome to the afternoon. Sorry to be so passive. Please turn on visual. No, I don't mind you reminding me at all. I totally forget to to do it, and it is. I do have to restart it between streams anyway, so it's worth it. Now we have to think about best way to do this. We have some channel points to redeem. So if I go here, VRM, export uni VRM. It doesn't work at all. That's new. Hey! What again? I heard it. My God. My God. I wonder if I can put in my own items. That'd be fun. How dare you? How dare you? Argument exception. Getting 0 when doing repaint. Interesting. Oh, all right. So let's see. Hey! I fight back. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. That's VC Face. That's not the SDK. That's what I'm looking for. SDK download. I don't want to download them. I'd just like to look at it, please. Okay, so they do have a new one. February 12th, 2023. That is not new at all. The extra 450 channel points was really worth the different angle the water came in at. Where is it coming in from? Suspicious. Oh, right in my ear. You need to import this UniVRM 8.9.89, which I believe is what I have. But that's not working. UniVRM 9. The question, very random, but you feel the need for everything to be intertwined, related to one another in a mind map regarding everything. Um, I think that probably the more connections, the better. Um, so like the more connections you have in your mind, the better, right? The more ways you can connect to find connections. So I think generally that yes, but in order to understand something deeply, you do want to like trim away the unessential. So it's kind of depends on how you view of it. It's like you want to have really broad connections, but in order to understand something quickly and easily, usually it's to be trimmed down and very concise. Um, I don't know. I don't really know. Uni GLTF. I don't know if it's OCD, but I'm extremely unsettled and bothered by very broad and unrelated things. I found that there's a game you can play with yourself. You have ADHD called um, where you basically you have you're basically managing your energy as efficiently as you can all the time. Like I know things have to I have to exert this much effort. So you're constantly micromanaging all the different things that you're doing. And that is definitely when I felt a lot of that like reaction to things was coming out. It's like, oh, this is when something's so messy, it's like or busy or unesthetic or confusing that I just wanted to step away from it. Um, Definitely felt like that was related to my ADHD. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it reminds me of that. Um, all right, so we don't have the ability to export. The method or operation is not implemented. UniVRM. Tried this. That didn't work. For instance, I used to have a lot of hobbies when I was younger, including art, computers, games, anime, mythologies, and so many more, and I found it exhausting and very, very mentally tiring. Uh, anyway, enough about that. You're fine. Well, I think one of the aspects of childhood that isn't talked about enough, or not, it's kind of hard to intuitively look back at. Basically, when you're a kid, your brain is just full of dopamine. Like it literally, that's how it works. Like you just get your brain is awash in dopamine all the time. It's like you were able to make juggle those interests as a kid because you literally everything was that interesting. because they're full of dopamine. But as time goes on, it's like not everything is going to be that compelling anymore, and you don't really get those like dopamine baths. Dopamine overdose. Yeah, basically. Well, this is no good. I can export. None of these are working. None of the uni GLTF. Okay, so let's just wipe the VRM and VS FDK, SDK, and that kind of stuff from this project. How do I revert to dopamine child? Instructions unclear. Poke child with a straw like a Capri Sun. And that's how it works in Destroy All Humans. um, I mean, there's neurodivergence also might take a part. It's definitely related. Can't really separate development and neurodivergence. Hello, Arctic. Welcome. Extracting the dopamine through a straw. And doesn't it destroy all humans? You eat brains and stuff as an alien. Maybe that's on. Maybe sounds like you're making that up. All right, let's try this again. UniVRM first. Mind Flayer in disguise. You're on to me. I will now consume your brain. Okay, so I'm re-importing this all brand new. Everything in the right place. But I kind of, I think like these can be automatically updated. It's recommended to have a backup of these projects before updated. No, don't change. It's very smooth, so go down easy. Mind shake. Delicious mind shake. Okay, well, this is in a different spot now, so I think that's a good sign. It's not a good sign. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, balls. This is going to be harder than I thought because it's not working. It's broken. All right, so let's delete them again. I do think like there's the rose-colored glasses looking back at your childhood, like, oh, it was easier to do this and that. Like, but that's also just true in a very literal sense. Like your brain is literally developing at that time. Like that is the easiest time it is for you to learn. Um, that's why I really like exercising, because it helps you bring back your ability to create neurons. Those things are good. Windsor Wizard encounters difficulties once in a lifetime, JK. I live for the problems. I want problems. Always. Maybe it's because I have the VRC Fury stuff on there. Let's delete that. Go to here. And then try that. Oh, I can right click. There we go. Okay. So the problem had something to do with either it being a prefab or something like that. Not sure. T-pose can be made automatically with this button, or you can make the model as T-pose manually. Adjusting T-pose manually after applying this function is also okay. Make T-pose. Everything's backed up, right? Yes. Yes. Now when I do that, say make it FBX internal, what happens to this rig? Is this... look, it's doing the same hand thing the other one did. So if I go configure here, this is what I want actually. But it's doing that. Silly. What's not working on Era? So right now we're taking Era and we're going to create the VTuber version. And there's some challenges because it's kind of a very hacky process. It's not an ideal process. You kind of have to just make stuff up as you go. I don't know how else to put that, but just becomes a little challenging. More or less hacky than VR chat, much more hacky. This is like built on something that's built on another thing that's built on another thing. Very, very hacky. Here's what the difference between these two buttons are. All right, let's give it a shot. So we'll say Era V0 or Era 0 me. Okay. Export. Does Zen have their VTuber avatar? Not yet. So that's next on the list. That'll be done this week. I still need to make a hand cannon, arm cannon for Zen. So it's a little bit more work to do on Zen. I need this folder right here. And we'll say V0. Go in here, Era V0. Exporting. Ooh, can't wait to see the Mech Boy finished. I'm excited as well. It'll be good. Not quite sure I'm gonna make all the expressions translate to the VTuber version. That will be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of buttons you can click. A lot of buttons. It'll be a little wild, honestly. How many buttons there's gonna be. All right, so I'm gonna delete this version, bring back out this guy. So this is our VRM version of the character. You will figure it out, Sam. Thank you, Thorn. Thank you. I feel confident. And then we take our materials here and drop them on. Body, eyes, Suit. 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 Interesting. His mask is missing. Well, that makes sense because it's a separate object, so we'd have to drag it out again. Ooh, my tummy. I think I have to. I'll be right back. I have to run to the restroom. One moment, y'all. I got a subscription. Thank you. Was that Chelsea? Thank you. Chair stream. I need to set a little like make a little animation that plays. See the sub. The sub is for the chair sound. Okay, I'm sorry. The actual celebrity on the stream chair. Eselchi, your artwork is getting more refined. Thank you for the resub at 7 months. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. That's Chelsea. I'm assuming. I want to read it as Elsachi. Thank you. Yeah, feeling good about where it's all going. It's all coming up Millhouse. It's all coming up Millhouse. All right, so let's make the mask. We have our FBX files, so we'll also need the mask and the scythe here. We should check the blend shapes. Make sure these are all working. Looks like they are. So hello, Zuru. Welcome. Pop. Okay, they're all looking good. I don't see any that aren't working, so should be good there. Let's turn that off. And VTuber version. What needs to be done? Well, we need to be able to create toggles for pretty much all the objects. Just like VRC Fury, we want to be able to bring everything we had for VRC Fury into the VTuber version. Which is a lot easier said than done. So we've got the head transform, which we'll just move that up a little bit forward. And there. We do have blend shapes, so we have to assign all the blend shapes. I'm trying to remember how I do a VTuber. Okay, let's go back out, and I'm gonna hit the first person. I call a list. Checklist. That's what it was called. Checklists for making a VTuber. It's not a concern of using blend shapes. I'm so fucking sick. Oh no, sir, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, you gotta get some medicine in you. Get some medicine in you. Oh yeah, okay. There's one thought I had the other day. What happens if I put this in an object? If I say era VSF, and then we put this in here, and I select this, and I say, oh, we didn't install VSF yet. Did you catch it from Sam? I did sneeze on camera. I take all the blame. I will put Zru down if needed. It's a stomach that is being sick, but it's just pain, nothing more. Put me down. All right, so if I select this and I say VSFXCK, missing VRM meta. Okay. Okay. Can I move all these components to here? This get prefabbed already. Oh no, they're individual prefabs. That's right. So if I took all these objects, how dare you? Can't trust them Texans. What if? Okay, I'm going to delete this real quick. And I'm going to pull back out this object, but then put the character in here. I'm going to say era VTuber. What was when I say this? No animator in export root. Okay, so it is looking for an animator. The VRM version is. But if I export this version, missing VRM. Okay. Just looking for, it's only looking for an animator. That's all it's looking for? Okay. So we'll try this way first. Just move each component over. Drag it onto there. Oh. It's handy. Animator. All right, so now we have an animator here, and everything's on this parent object. What happens if I do this now? Ooh. Because if I do this, then I could just keep all my animations without having to redo my animations, which usually is the hardest part of all this. So let's try that again. Boom, boom. Export. We'll send it right here. We'll say era v1 test. All right, sometimes this takes quite a while. Boom, 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 boom. For some reason, when you use VC Face, it likes to re-import your entire project. I don't know why. It does like to do it. Okay. So now we did that. I'm going to open up VSF. Just finished typing stuff up, but I was just kind of curious if you've ever been asked for just a retopo and rigged model. Since I'm used to doing my own textures anyway, I can't help but wonder. I'm not opposed to it. Um, I would say that I wouldn't hand off an avatar until I'd done the initial baking. So I don't think I'd want to give you an avatar that's just a retopo. I'd want to do the sculpting, retopology, and the first bake. Not texturing, just that initial bake to make sure everything works correctly um, and is baking properly. But I'd be down for that. That doesn't bother me. I think I'd have to think about pricing a little bit, but you know, I'm open to it. Um, hmm. I wonder if this may mess with my web. So excuse me if it gets rid of it here. We'll give it a shot though. Add an avatar. I wanted it to be this avatar. Object reference not sent to an instance of an object. Expected VRM format reported. Okay, so that must be because of the change I made. But perhaps that's simply because I'm missing something in here. Looks like everything has been applied. Ah, avatar. I go here and I revert this. It wants to use this. Oh, VRM avatar. Okay. So if I go here, then I add the VRM avatar. Then we export. Oh yeah, for sure. The intent would essentially be ready to go into Unity and would just need colors, baking, vicing, buns, and everything. And rigged weighted, of course, can't stand weight painting. I think that's fair. Yeah, I'd be interested in discussing that. That certainly would save me a lot of time on the commission. Um, I'd still need a. The question would be like, I think my only concern with that would just be like knowing that there probably would be some things that still need to be tweaked with it by the end. It's like it wouldn't be as yeah. Anyway, well, yeah, I'd be interested to talk about it though. More of a base avatar. Lux. Cat's screaming at me right now. All right, do that. Try this one again. Object reference not sent to an instance of object. Sure. So to VRM format re-imported. Okay. Okay. All right. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Let's just say revert balls. Just revert these ones. What? You're being goofy. Good. Oh. Look at the dual finger waggle. Wolf is in the background. Lazy. Yeah, she was lazy. Just sitting there like, oh, I want to go up there. It's like, I know you want to go there. You could jump though. I don't know. Jump. Are they those bottles of ISO? Yes, they are. Yep. Just in case. Yeah, no, it's for the 3D printer. Loading, loading, loading. Always stuck on loading. Hear me. Just in case, bro. Gotcha. But yeah, the I need to get maybe I'll spend some time at the end of the stream here getting the 3D printer working. Hopefully we can finish the VTuber today. If VC face loads. Thank you. Okay, so something else was breaking it. Good. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Is that the version I made? Just overwrote that one. That's good. Is it my camera then? I'm so sorry. Tired of hearing the beeping. Object reference not set to instance of an object. Ah. I have to export it from Unity 2019.4.3. Okay, this is a good chance for me to look at what other opportunities are out there for VTubing, because this is annoying. VTubing programs. Oh, actually, VC Face. Okay, so VC Face. They have All right. I just need to make a new project. So, it's too much work. New project, but it has to be 2019. Pretty sure this one, 2019.4, 3.1. One more time. This one, 3D. Cool. And we'll call this project VC Face. Then I have to reinstall it. All right, that's actually pretty quick. Maybe. Sam, can I die? No, you're not allowed. No one is ever allowed to die. The party's going and you can't leave. Time to stand up. Time to stand up. Why? Why? Dear God, why? Import. Load. I'm gonna be doing this for about 30 minutes. Chilling, waiting on things to load. Sure. Close. Made a request to build of Dobby RP to be quest compatible via commission form. How long is the wait list? Gotcha. I'll have to take a look at that commission form. Currently, I have a few products in the queue and a few other commissions. A week and a half, potentially to open it up. Probably. Probably what I'm looking at, time wise. Close. All right, and Poyomi Pro again. I probably installed the wrong Poyomi last time, and that's why the materials are pink. Probably just missing one of them. Yeah, that's what we're looking at, Chelsea. Maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere around there. Good to hear you are keeping. It's definitely been busy, but also feels pretty good. It's pretty good. Really want to make more products. Ugh. Gotta keep that moving. Welcome back, Sky. Hello, hello. One day, we'll not be stuck in a loading screen. One of these days. Hello, Goo. Welcome. Hope everyone is having a great day today. Well, thank you, Goo. Same to you. I hope you're having a good day. One day more. Is that Les Miserables? Having a good one. About to get to work myself after I eat lunch. How dare you? How dare you eat lunch? You come to my stream and eat lunch? Yeah. Miserables. Miserables. Oh, yes, eating. Thank you for the reminder. Important to do. Came to watch my show while I. I actually often forget to eat. I'm trying to be better myself. Alright, this is loading, so we've got some time. New V tubing applications. Best free VTube apps. Oh, Woodscoop, I do too. My meds cause that form. These man, VC Face seems to be the one. I need to go contact some other artists and just see because it's just annoying to work with these programs. They could be so much better. They could be a lot better. Oh. Must be this one. But this just backs up the 5. There, I need this one.
Yeah, she really likes this. I'm gonna watch it.
Gotcha. Dual wield system, I guess I don't need. I don't need lay down either. I also don't need the background. So I change gears here. Back to this one, because I only need this one. Everything else is for VR chat, so it should be fine with just this. Same, I have to eat before I take them, or else it's all realize. Well, without it, if I go in for focus, it's like on the meds give you for focus. In terms of lab type. Sam! Zoo! Did you try plasticity? The 3D modeling? CAD for artists. I have seen it. I have not used it. To use it. Maybe once I need to do some more hard surface stuff. I'll back into it. Close this really quick. Open up the previous project. I should just let them both open. Movie time. Have a nice rest of your day, all. Sounds good, Arctic. Enjoy your day. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday. Coming up quick. Fast week, fast day. All right, we're going to export this again. It's already done so much work. Export package. And we'll call this backup 04. Loading, 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 loading. All right, close that. Open this. Bada boom. The avatar new SDK or VC face is what we want. Oh. I have a new sculpt I've been wanting to share, but I need to. I'm curious, what is the server rating? So to be 100% clear on what's allowed and what isn't. Um, I have been thinking about that a little bit. I think maybe I'll make a like an 18 plus channel um, for art, but generally nothing not safe for work, obviously. But if it's like, yeah, it depends. You can message me if you'd like. You can send it to me and directly, and then I'll because I need to think about it a little bit more. Just because there's a lot of creators out there. It'd be nice to have more places for it on my channel for posting other kinds of content. All right, so we're in here. We're gonna grab this one. Import. Import. Bam, bam. Free the nipples. You can mark specific channels as adult and give you a warning when you go on it for the first time if you'd be interested in that. I'll probably just make one right now. Let's see. Element. I guess a new category. Toolkit. Great channel. It is a bit of booba. Let's see. Put it right there. Maybe right below. And then edit the channel. Age restricted. Save. Okay, there we go. I appreciate that, and I'm very glad to. I would, yeah. As long as it's art related, I'm fine with it. It just has to be like creative development, I suppose. Um, okay, back to Unity. Looks like it works great. Bajanga. So we're gonna go to Era VTuber, and our materials will be broken. This is what we want to happen. Okay. That's okay. My main question right now is when I export this, does it actually load? It's okay if the materials are broken right now, as long as we can get this file to load. If it doesn't load, then I could have used my other Unity project, no problem. There's a problem somewhere else. Problem. That's a problem. The boobining. It's still broken. Okay, so there's God. Unity. Oh no, it has it's an export. Yeah, didn't it? Sit down. I'll be right back. I want some shorts. It's too hot. I know. It's true. No. Tramp. Ah, my footrest broke. Darn. Video Monster. I joined the Discord. There's a lot of talented people there. Also, hi. Hello, Video Q. And you were there as well. So I think you are absolutely correct. Might have to specify that's a project or something so it doesn't turn into a project. Well, exactly, yeah. So that'll be my the balance. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Okay. At some point, we'll actually be able to start making the VTuber. Whenever all these programs decide to load. Whenever VC Face is a good program. So, never. Oh. Okay, this time it did load. So it was because I was in the wrong version of Unity. It can't export from different version of Unity. All right, now we need to figure out why the materials aren't loading. Stream started 69 minutes ago. Nice. Nice. Bada boom. Should be fine. I don't. Understand why these materials aren't working. All right, well, that's what I have to do. Then that's what I have to do. Just seems really silly. LOL. Okay, so now characters loaded. Yay. Now we got the character loaded, and that all looks really good and tasty. Yay. This one, okay, so it's not, it's Unity. It's not the mine, not Wyoming or anything else, because it didn't load this material either. And I don't need it to. Okay, we can ignore that. Did you get this guy in VR yet? Yes, yes. So we finished the fallback version this morning. We finished the PC version last Friday, and now we're making the VTuber version. We're trying to. It's been a challenge. Okay. So we have our character here, but that is a good question. I'm gonna try that experiment I did earlier, where we took the character, put him there, and then just moved these pieces over to this object. It's okay if I have to redo this again, because if I can get this to work like I want, we will have made my life a lot easier. So remove that, add an animator to, not to that, to here, animator, save, and let's try exporting. Okay. Yes, replace. That's awesome. Do you have another commission lined up after? Well, we have to go back and finish Zen, because my materials broke, so I have to make sure to lock my materials. That's fine. So we got to go back and finish up. Zen needs a little cannon for his arm. A few other things. And a V version as well, which is important. So we'll try to finish him up tomorrow, I think. And then we've got Christy. So he's going to get a new head. Do you have to cut out a lot of polys for the Quest version? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It was I'll open up the Quest version, because it goes from, we were at almost 10,000 or 100,000, and now we're under 10,000 for the Quest version. So pretty much factor of 10%. You break progress to each model. It's fun to see. Well, thank you, Goo. Thank you. But yeah, here's the final Quest version. I'll turn on the wireframe so you can see pretty simplified now. Under 10,000. And this is all there is to the Quest fallback version as well. There's nothing else. No wings, no suits, nothing like that. Just stripped them down to here. Oh yeah, and he has a texture too. So this is the Quest texture. Can you still use bakes on the Quest one? So I basically used Blender to combine the bakes on my previous textures and created a Quest only version that's a little bit more optimized. So everything is just one material and one texture. This is good news. Wait, no, it's not, because it's still pink. So it shouldn't be pink. Shouldn't be pink. Let me try this again. No, he can be pink because the Poyomi materials are being applied. Exit, cancel. So we need to lock the materials, then we need to export, then we need to bring in. But yeah, so we really streamlined. There's a lot of satisfaction to be had, like an atlas or something different. Basically, like the eye and the body were a separate material, and then I baked them all into one map. The dreading missing texture pink. It's true. The curse. Okay, now those materials are locked in. Now we can export. Oh, from this object onto here. Yes. Place. Yes. Now we wait for that. We take a look. Work. Yeah, 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 yeah. How much of my life has been spent waiting for things to load? Too much. Too much. All right, now we exported. Now we go here, we can click them again. Should be some materials this time. There are, which means it's working, which means, okay, this is actually awesome. So one of the biggest problems we're in VC face is how to get your animations to properly play on your characters. And I just cheated. So now we can get my animations to play properly on my character. Good. Hopefully. Could introduce a lot more problems, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Willing to give it a shot. Hmm. So we have the blend shapes, obviously, but now it's packed into this lower object. Do the blend shapes work? Is our number one question right now. Let's just do joy. And angry. So we'll do just these two values. And then we'll export again. And this time we'll actually try putting on the character. Loading, loading, loading. 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 Hello, 85858585. What's that stand for? Loading. Okay, so now we have VC face. Turn it on. May mess up my camera, but I'm okay with that. If it loads. Big if. Hmm. Adding scratch again. So loads it fine here, but I hit start, loading VRM failed. System null reference exception. Object reference not sent to instance an object at avatar loader. Alright, well then I have to assume that my stacking of the objects is the problem here. Alright, click one more time. One more time. Oh, I need a better computer. I really need one. Okay, thank you for loading. I really just shouldn't close VSF at all. At all. All right, now that's working. All right, that looks good. So, darn, that means that is the problem. Sad. Sadness. Okay, let's look at our VSF components really quick. Are there separate avatar ranking requirements for a VC face? Not particularly. Go a little bit more overboard because you're just rendering it once. It's not networked. It's all local. So only if you're running a lot of other things would it really be a concern. Definitely VSF animations. IK follower. What do you have to set up that's different from the VR chat PC version? Basically, you are making a separate version, a separate model completely. So it may look the same, but we've already converted it to this format called VRM. So it's no longer like an FBX file like we have in VR chat. It's now a VRM format. And not only that, but because VC Face works with the character in a very different way, like my VR chat avatar is not in a T pose, not like this, but has to be for VSF, for VC Face. And I keep saying VRM, VC Face. So VRM is a format like VROID characters. Those are all VRM formats. But, and then VC Face is something that's built on top of that, like it works with it. It's like a container for it. So it's a VC Face VRM because it's VC Face is its own application that uses VRM's stuff inside of Unity to make them a little bit nicer. But you have to basically read, because it requires things in a very specific format, you have to pretty much recreate all the Unity side of things for your avatar. Like I have to redo all the bone constraints and animation clips and stuff like that. So sometimes it's faster because I already know how I do want it, but other times it's slower. And it works with all the same materials you already made. It does work with the same materials, yes. Yeah, so we just dragged and dropped the materials in here. And they are the exact same materials. I am just taking the materials from the VR chat version and dropping them on there. That's why I use VC Face, because VC Face is built on Unity. It's not always the case for other VTubing, just the case for VC Face that we could get the same materials. If it's using Unreal, obviously you wouldn't be able to use that work. But the real sad part is that I made all these animations, and all the animation clips are just on the wrong object. Because I can't put my animator at the top object like you do for VR chat, because it removes it when you go into VC Face. Just so stupid. I genuinely don't understand the logic behind that. It's awful. It's really bad. It's foolish. But they have all these listed components, so I'm like hoping that maybe there is just something like in there that would let me like retarget the animation or something a little bit better. Yeah. No, the VSF is a terrible program to just say it directly. It's actually a bad program. There's a lot of things that they took so many different things from other places, put them in one spot inside of Unity, and then didn't actually take advantage of what Unity could do. I don't really understand it myself. It's probably the easiest option. It's free, and it's probably the easiest option for what you can do with a VR chat avatar. I wish I could use a custom script. That would be amazing. Okay. We just got to do it. Just trying to think of other ways to not do this, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more research. Is there any other option besides VC face? VC face alternative. V neon. VSF on steroids. Well, we're gonna try because I can't stand every time I jump into VSF, I go a little crazy. Okay. VNeon is the most feature-rich free 3D VTuber application, bringing next level VTubing. Oh, interesting. Easy to use node graph based interface for designing anything. Perfect. Does it use Unity though? Do you have a VTuber app? I have made some for myself, but I don't really have one for me. I don't have like a personal OC. Not yet. Hi, download no. Should settle on one so I can drop him. Well, I appreciate that. The savior you keep for the future. Keeping a what is Unity? Good. It is Unity. Let's take a look. I'm already sold. Look how much faster it opens up. Start the wizard. Oh, and it can use VC faces avatar form. Sure. Load one we've been playing with. Wherever I put it here. Load. Okay. I need full body tracking? No. I have a leap motion. I have a Face ID capable iPhone. And I have a webcam. Don't need hand. Oh. Sure. Face selections, blah, blah, blah. Face tracking. Okay, I don't want to do that just yet. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. Fine. Okay. I got it. Skip. There he is. Okay. Play animation. Basic motions. Where are those coming from? Okay, I see. This is a new graph that we're in. Graph name, test. Rename. And in here, there's a lot of commands we can add. VNeon is pretty user-friendly if you work with VSeeFace, but I stick with what I know. It seems like it is pretty similar under the hood. It's still Unity, still can load things, but why is it so small though? It's like the smallest little window in here. Okay. Menu. Plugins. Load avatar. Load world. That's cool. Is this for converting to VRM or an alternative to VSeeFace? The latter. It's an alternative. Okay. You know what I should really do is look at their documentation. That would be a smart move. They have a Discord. So much open. VNeon documentation, please. Thank you. Didn't need to join some stinking Discord for that. Oh, maybe I did. Look at that. Wow. So good. This is, what? That's all it says. It literally just says. Oh my god.
Hey, if you don't want it for some reason, but even just a web really practicing VMC-based program that you put on Medium, which is really nice. But when you there's a tool you want me to remake instead, or interaction nodes and such. So basically, what you need as a more easier to download pre-existing.
You don't want to.
Last time I did a video introduction. Here, you custom your avatar to fade dot by dragging from that So to add a prop, you simply click add prop, and then you pick the bubble triggers this so you can use it. Conditional nodes on the other.
I want animations, please. Dear God. Give me. You need to be imported into a graph. Okay. So back to graphs. We have play animation. Can't be that. Animation to play. See, clearly there are animations we can add. Search nodes, animation, play, stop, and record. The perfect documentation. Do you have the same issue with animators? My hope is that I can just load animations. But I don't know how do I get them out of Unity? Or maybe I can include them with character. If the animator has them. All right, now I don't see any animations here. Okay, I'm just going to include a random one. Angry, happy. So now I have these two animations included with this character. And I can go ahead. Oh, and then let's just do that. All right, select, save, export, overwrite, yes. Okay. Let's wait till it's done. See, this one says, is it possible to load a newly imported animation of VNon without having to restart? So it is definitely possible to load. It has to be imported into a graph. MMD node. Just make sure. Okay, reloaded. Now, I don't see any there. I don't see an animation there. Animation file from items/animations directory. And that's what? In here? Items, animations. Ah, it's a VN-anim file. Okay. But actually, do I need to do that? What if I just do um object visibility? Oh, okay, here we go. This is cool. Okay, so I can set up a graph. So let's say wing. Those are the bones. I would want wing bottom and button press. Ooh, toggle prop. Okay, that's not a prop. We need an object. So object and props are different. And I want a hot. Give me a hotkey. Channel bits, follow, rides, commands. It's either command. No, that's YouTube. That's all integration stuff. Trigger. Trigger to listen to. Right. But that's good. So I can see that I can just turn off objects through VNAND directly, which is honestly better. In some ways. Some ways. Trigger. Allows creation of functions called by the call trigger node. Call trigger. Okay, so I can do this and I'll say wing off or wing bottom off, and it will make the object not visible. All right. call trigger. Triggers are shared between all graphs. Trigger call. How do I do a trigger though? Tell me. Button, key, hotkey. There we go. Oh, I don't have to do either of this. Call trigger. You get out of here. You get out of here. On a hotkey, turn off this. 1. So, 1. Hey! There we go. Okay. This is not too bad, actually. Already a lot more flexible than VC Face. But I'm sure there's going to be some other pitfalls we encounter. Time to stand up. Ugh. But it's already way cooler. Because it's like, all I have to do is provide the graph, spread this and that, and then the client can hook up whatever they want to it. Like, that's way better. That's just kind of how it should generally be anyway. All right, cool. So basically we can set up hotkeys to do things. What happens if I hit it again? Okay, so one is fine, but one turns it off. Compare. But we can create a parameter. Text or parameter input value. How do I get the parameters though? I want to create a parameter. Set? No. Transform to parameter? Oh, that's interesting, actually. Not what I want, but that's interesting. File to text parameter, filter parameter, set parameter. Graph name. Compare text. Comparison operation, text or parameter input value. How do I make a parameter? Okay, let's look this up. I'm getting excited now. This should be good.
Your hand or something you place between the call. You connect something. Persist.
VNAM parameter.
If we're done, panel point, right? Or let's say 30 here. Basically, what's happening is that right now with Spin, it's currently
Oh, you just type it. You just type it. Okay. So, all right. Wingbot status. Okay. And we'll say 1. If it's 1, it's true, because then it's on. So, I don't know, remove this. No, All right, well, delete that, I guess. So this goes in here. So we hit the hotkey, and is Wingbot status if it's on, then we want to object visibility and we'll say wing bottom. Okay, wing bot. Shouldn't I have more wing? Perfect. Wing bottom. Wing bottom. Okay. So if it's on, if we already have the wing on, which it is, we don't know that, but it is. So that means maybe at the start of the application, we actually need to set a bunch of properties to 1. We need to go, all of these properties are on, or they're off, or whatever. So we compare our parameter to 1. If it's on, then we turn it off. If it's off, then we turn it on. And then we also set a parameter, that same parameter, back. So we say, if it's false, if we went down the false path, then we say wing bot status is now true. Okay. Oh. This will be interesting. Hopefully it's not stuck in a loop. But if it was on, then we turn it off. Okay, so now I hit 1. Nothing's happening. Okay. Or maybe it's happening infinitely many times right now. So it's like an animation tree, like video game engines. Yes, basically, state machine. You know, telling things what they should be doing. Logic. But state machine is like an animator in Unity is a state machine. This is a state machine. Should be toggling. Let me try it again. Is there a console? Console or debug? Chat, message box, awful. Okay. I just want it to say something. API message. Let's try that. I was changing it before. I mean, it turned it back on. Just so funny. Equals. Oh, wow. Set text parameters. Save text to file. Split. Compare. Just want you to output something. They do have this caret param, so maybe I need to do that as well. Parameter. Okay. And this one's compare text. Maybe there's better compare nodes. Oh, filter hotkey. Oh, even better. So get the hotkey. Oh, no, actually even better. One. When it's on, much simpler. We don't have to worry about setting parameters or anything. We just take this. On means it's on. Off means it's off. Hotkey filter. Swaps output socket based on whether the specified hotkey is pressed or not. So I have to hold it down. Should be switching between these two. Wing bottom. Wing. It's definitely the right thing. But if it's pressed. I don't understand. This should be working. I think I'm going to delete these just in case. Oh, well, too late now. Load. Yes, load my graph. Where's the graph? What plans do I have for today after I finish streaming? I'm probably going to work on some of, I have a project that I'm trying to make to turn my desktop into a VR tablet. So that's probably what I'm going to work on. It's going to look pretty similar to this, as it turns out. Ooh, binary. That's an effect. Probably PDFs of V-name animations. I was thinking about getting into some mild exercise, kind of better my mental health a bit. Hey, that's awesome, Thorin. That's really good. So sorry to clarify. After I will finish streaming, and then I'm gonna go for a run, and then after that, I'll probably hop back on the computer and do something. Do something here. Try to figure out why this isn't working. Let's try a different hotkey. Let's try a Y. Feels like it's not loading. Let me reset this. Let me reopen VNeon. Items, props, animations, assemblies, blah blah blah, edibles. But that's awesome, Thorn. I definitely would recommend it. Just like 30 minutes of keeping your heart rate elevated. That's all you need to do. Interesting. Menu. Node graphs. Okay, so the node graph is still here, which means application start. Want to load my avatar. It could have been that the avatar just wasn't loaded. The hotkey's still not working. It's not going to be something too impressive, just something to clear my mind a bit. That's all it needs to be. That's all it needs to be. There's no, yeah. Doing it is the good is the thing. There's nothing about making it impressive or trying to impress. You're doing it for you. Doing it for you. And that's a good feeling. Okay, so we have our hotkey. I'm just gonna say oh, interesting. How do I slice this? I'd like to get rid of this cord, please. Well, delete that. 1. Okay, so obviously it's working on some level. And I can do it again. Boom. All right, so it's working there. The hotkeys working, able to turn it on and off, definitely working. So now we have this filter hotkey option, and I guess I need to put this here and then do this. Duplicate, delete. This goes here. Duplicate. This goes here. 1. Nothing. That doesn't do anything. Swaps output socket based on whether the specified hotkey is pressed or not. Useless. Logic filter. Oh, here we go. I still need to be able to loop it around. Okay, sitting down again. It's definitely warming up now, like the weather, and it's making me feel antsy because I'm getting sweaty. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, once again, I can do hotkey at any time. And that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's just finish this. Turn this.
Somebody redeem code stuff. But yeah, say you have a stream deck and you want to do some pretty cool. So like let's either way, if you're wondering how to do expressions, at least in a simplistic way, yes, it's gonna be that. You gotta be careful to mix it. So kind of treat it like VTube Studio, where VTube Studio, I don't think there's a way of doing the whole like VT base expression saying thing where basically you can prevent the expression from mixing basically. So they're not additive blend shapes if that makes sense. So you can have it where it's like this and that, pretty much. So up to you basically. It doesn't have to be limited to blend shapes either. This can also be like it is and that was the correct. It's still in the stream and you're in the or just Reddit profit off either way and basically channel have music once again now keep to the note for the camera right over full camera. I have my camera right over here basically simple camera hotkeys and yeah basically and then pretty much
Okay, well. Useful. I need more.
Wake up. Then you can use this one here. This green slice. Then you can add blend shape.
Show me the graph. Show me the graph.
Last time I did a video introduction. It's launched. You might want to make it full screen. Public that it is. To do that, you can either and rename
Yeah, it's old.
It's been a while since the previous Vinian tutorial on this channel without Vinian. And you may wonder, layers are based on Vinian is that it supports multiple there. Let's do a shortcut, just right click Vinian and then you should have the create shortcut and this will
I thought that was the creator. There. That's so annoying. There's this. So in this rules here, so if I click here and I go back to. Oh, get away. If I go here and I click this and I go up to type, and when I do. Oh, it didn't do it this time, but this fucking menu would have kept moving. It's like, stop. God damn it, when I did this. Anyway. Hotkey. And that's basically what I was going to do last. All right, back to it. Parameter filter. So we do hotkey. Boom. And for this one, it'll be 1. Hello, Genshin Impact. Welcome. Looks like you could do so much with this. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's annoying to learn something like this, but I would have to redo all my animations by hand using VC Face. So it's pretty much worth it to do it this way. Because it's like, oh, it's a new thing to learn, a lot of annoyance, but it's either that or I'm literally redoing all my animations from scratch. I'd rather do this. But hello to Genshin Impact. Indeed, welcome. New here, that is A-okay. I make VR chat avatars and VTubers. That's kind of my main jam. So right now we're setting up this avatar I made for a client of mine to be functional. The Genshin Impact. And we'll call this Wing Bot. And the value will always start as 1, as in it's on. And if it equals 1, if it's true, then we turn the object off. Well, thank you. And then parameter, and then we set a parameter, same parameter, wing bottom. And we set it to 0 if it's the same. Good. And if it's less than, we set it to 1, and we turn the object back on because it is on. That should work. It should work this way. Oh, balls. Okay. This is the object visibility, right? Bottom. Filter parameter. Parameter operation. So not sending the signal. It definitely is usually. I was able to turn it on and off a second ago. Just gonna reopen it really quick. Perhaps the parameter needs to be here at the start. No, still not working. But it did load the avatar to start with, so that's good. I'm just gonna put confetti here, so I know that it's getting clicked. Oh, that's startled me. Wasn't sure what to expect there, and it kind of scared me. Okay, so I can hit it. I guess confetti's always off to the side. All right. And I guess let's just make sure these are all the same parameter. Still definitely hitting it. I'm gonna delete this now because I know it's working. I know it's working. So I guess the concern here is I don't know how the parameters work. So let's go ahead and search that really quick. VNeon parameter.
Last time I did a video with me just extract neon hat. This will show in video. Okay, is to cut is facing the defaults. This will show the created default chart. Now first thing when you load to Venian is to load in your avatar. To do that, simply click on the load the settings to go to in Venian. Now add on offsets here. And we can swap between these tabs like so. Now at the bottom of the video, they always do so else in the cup. Or it could be a Venian. Discard then
And they're just putting it in there, toggle scale, as I am putting it in. They did start their hotkey off at 0. If it's 0, then it flips it to 1. Makes sense. Maybe it's not, it can't do anything. Let's see. It's 1. So it would go, if I hit it and it's 1, and it is 1 to start with, then it would turn the wings off and set this to 0. Uninitialized parameters will always have a value of 0. How do I initialize a parameter? Parameter. Param. Set param. Param math. Volume. Randomize. Transform to param. Sure seems like it should be working to me. And just in case, hotkey 1, turn the object off. I'm just going to wire that up right now. Still nothing. Okay, let me delete that. Say 2. Okay, so obviously this is working here. It just zooms out so fast. Zooms out faster than it zooms in. Set hotkey to 1. Help. Help me, please. All right, back to Discord. Parameter. It's complicated. I think maybe parameters are somewhere else. Let's look at our menu here. Expressions, those are fine. Colliders, fine. Effects, that's all fine. Lights, settings, tracking layers, it's all fine. I don't see anything for the graphs. I don't see another way to make a parameter. So, but it just has the name like that. And I don't see anyone else in this here. They're not putting anything as special around the name of it, just mutation 1, mutation 2. Let's just go here to search this, but that's okay. Getting started.
Last time, I did a scope with convenience window safety. The buttons remain it. As you can see, as you put your exit. On the left side, you will see the nodes. They're split into 3 categories. We have callback nodes, then we have action nodes, and conditional nodes. Out of the chain, the actions that could just you simply spawn do it duplicate media rate of the image is advanced. Please join the Discord. There's
Useless. Useless. There's like a series of these videos. That individual has done. She's done a lot of different tutorials, and I've seen quite a few already for VC Face and stuff. You can make your own mods. Oh shit. Oh, that's cool. You can make custom mods. Powerful. Value. Interesting. Where they call the value here, this is very different. So is that what I need to do? When it's in the value, oh, okay. I see. It will only ever be 1 here. because I'm literally putting in 1. I have to put in the parameter like that. Okay. If it's 1, that means we set the object 0. Okay, we're closer. That was the problem. I was thought that, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's think about that really quick. So I hit the hotkey. We don't know what the value is. If it's less than, oh no, how's that make sense? Has to be like this. And if it's less than that, we set it to 1, we turn it on. And if it's not, we set it to 0, turn it off. Right. I mean, I got it to change there. Name of numeric parameter. Numeric value or a parameter in brackets to compare to. Okay. So close to figuring this out. It's got to be really obvious. I'm going to close this and reopen it one more time. I closed something. I don't know what that was. That's Discord. So the key thing, I think, is that apparently uninitialized values are should fucking work. Just turned it off right there. Because oh duh, no, that's silly. All right, let's try this a little differently. If it's 0, then and it equals 0, I'd want it to be 1. If it's okay, and then these here. So greater than, so this is if this is the larger number. Okay, so these are broken. Now I have to replace it like this. All right, apparently that's a lot easier to do, but there we go. We did it. There's something about setting it to 1 that made it really tricky. I think. Then I must have it. I must be reading this backwards. This is the stupidest way. This is because of the way they had these arrows. What do you assume is what this means? That this is the greater value? Wouldn't this mean that this side is the greater value? That's not what that means at all, though. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, no. No, it is correct, but it's comparing these two values. These two values. Duh. This one's the greater one. Okay, it's working now. Only took me an hour. Okay. But now that we've done it, it's going to be real easy to do the rest. Real easy. Can I select all of these? No. I have to do it one at a time, but that's okay. Oh. All right. Actually, not bad at all. Let's go. Hey. All right. Excuse me. I don't know why my zoom is so messed up. It's like I can. It just zooms out so much faster than when it zooms in. Anyway, okay, so now let's make a list. We got a few things we want to make a toggle for, and this already is better than VC Face. Just throwing that out there. Fuck VC Face. So we've got the suit, jester outfit. We got the wings, halo, mask, scythe, which I can probably do as objects, which is cool. Or props within this. I can make them as props. That's awesome. Okay. Now that I can use my brain, I'm excited. Duplicate this. So we'll do wing top. Let's look at my Discord again real quick. There's other ones I was seeing where they're like, is toggle. Toggle. Toggle prop. Parameter. 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 Good, that's fine. Back to here. Two. copy these. Search. Wing. Top. And if this value is greater, we do this stuff. And if this value is equal, then we set it to 1. Oh, and it turned off there because I hit the hotkey. It's kind of goofy, but that's how it goes. All right, so now we can toggle either of those. Powerful. I wish I could select a group of these. That would be cool. All right. All right, let's just make one for each of these really quick. One little set. Wing top, we'll call this Halo. You guessed it, Halo. So, major question. Next major question is how do material toggles? Question mark. How do I do material toggles? I have object visibility. Okay. Big issue is that? Well, I won't be able to turn off the body. That's the only thing out of this whole set of stuff I need to do that I can see not being able to do. How do material toggles? Unless I can use... So the one option is make custom node, which I can do. I can also create an animation clip, potentially. Which I should be able to. I should be able to do that. Because it does allow me to bring in a VSF avatar, and that's what VSF avatars have. So that should be possible. So make a custom node, create an animation clip. Those are two options. and the other one is don't toggle at all. All right, so now we want to go back to Unity, and we want to look a little bit closer at these. So we brought in these clips, these blend shapes here. When we use those expressions, what did it say up here? Menu effects? No. Expressions, yeah. We had a few here. Laugh. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so those are useless. Let's add a new one. And blend shape conditions. So those are just blend shapes. Interesting. Okay. That's if we wanted to do it that way. So those are the toggles. WebSocket. Webcam tracking, yes. Do use my camera. This may break it from OBS, but see. So we can use the camera. We do have ARKit as well. Also have Leap Motion, which we can turn off because I don't have it right now. All right, let me turn off my camera really quick. See if that allows me to use VC Face. Nope. Tracking effects. Rashad, what software is this for? This is for VTubing. So it's called VNeon, VNYAN, VNeon. And we're using it to make a VTuber. Trying to. We do have these animations here. Test the Lovence toggles too, lol. Lovence? Love sense? Lovence. Lovence. How's that supposed to be pronounced? Lovence. All right, we'll just do this really quick. Hotkey. 4. Oh, okay, let's place the T-pose. T-pose dance. There we go. All right, so we can make the body move. That's good. Saw you rigging the character unit. I thought this was for that. It is a little bit. We are doing. So we've made a VR chat version of the character, which runs in Unity. We've made a Quest version of the avatar, which runs in Unity as well. So it's a very simplified version. And now we can export that from Unity into this other program, VNeon, to create the VTuber version. So kind of all these different little locations we have to adapt the work we've done to fit into these slots. Delete this. So those are those animations. Let's go ahead and restart this really quick. Sorry to yawn. And now we got our graph again. So vNeon must be a Unity application if all your raking data is compatible with it. Correct, correct. It is made out of Unity as well. And we're trying to figure out if I can because there are some other things I would like from these objects in order to animate them. VMC, what's that? Let's say material property. VSF animation. Oh, follow the smooth texture tutorial by Suvi, which uses Mtoon. Smooth texture tutorial. So that's what we want to look for. Smooth. This is still VC face. This might be an old comment, actually. How old is this? This is last year. vNeon was out at that time, and they mentioned vNeon. VSF animations. How are they playing the VSF animations? That's what I want to know. Okay. Do. I'm sorry. I know this is not the most exciting stream. Watching me read documentation and try things, but it is probably the most. This is really what this all boils down to. Let me try this. Oh, that didn't work. Think of something else to try. Try that. Okay, so items, animations. We have this basic motions VN anim. But I did include on my export these VSF animations script, this era angry, which has these animations. So where did those go? Because I should have them. Where am I? Blend shape to parameter. Delete. Tracking, no. Nope. Okay, so all right, let's back up one more direction. VSF animation, anim. Current tracking during VSF animation. Where is that? Ah, for animations, it's recommended to use VNeon's animation injector instead. Where's that? Plugins? Injector? Oh, where the fuck is that? Is that of my menu settings? Yeah. Okay, let's look back at VNeon itself. I'm just going to start closing some stuff. It's getting too messy in here. VNeon plugins. There's an example plugin here. Man, how does does anyone expect you to know where to find these things? Plugin. That's really cool. Ay, ay, ay. injector. Where's that? The neon animation injector.
Hey, hi everybody. I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you're smiling and enjoying your lovely day. So in this following tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you on how to set up and then add your movement. So basically, let's say, for example, T-pose, let's say, and I were to press the, so pretty much do it like that if you want to test out your animations, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now, without further ado though, that should hopefully explain as well as the basic UI.
There's an SDK, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Gotcha. SDK. Oh, okay. I see. So this makes more sense now. Let's go to the downloads. They have an SDK. Duh. I can't believe my eyes just glazed over that when we were first looking at it. Okay. Well, this will make things very simple then. VNeon. I'll just put that right there, I suppose. Okay. So now, there we go. Animated parameter link. Mastermind at work. Maybe. I'm just tenacious. I just won't let it go. I wanted. VNeon SDK. Okay, look at that. They have all these things like animation parameter length, bone follower, avatar object follower, blend shape parameter link. Okay, these are cool. These are cool. And we can set parameters directly on an animator. Oh, okay. That's awesome. This may be where I end the stream today, but we're certainly in a really good spot now to finish everything. Because holy crap, this will be pretty much exactly what we need. Very simple too. Not a lot of stuff here. But I wish they had the documentation is so sparse though. That's pretty wild. Okay, they have their own exporter. Loving to see this process. Thank you, Sky. Thank you. Examples. An example. The droppable object, but okay. We're getting closer.
So we're going to make a folder for the animation. So we're going to right click on create. Now you may not be able to see some parts of my screen because I have OBS Windows Capture because I don't want to accidentally show something on accident. I don't want to dox myself or anything like that. So I will.
What is she worried about?
I would doesn't matter. No, community information tab here you can access. Look top. Basic. So yeah, use Blender. We want to adjust the humanoid that stuff with Becky. So because as you get more advanced with VNeon, you can definitely animation phases. Because as you get more advanced with VNeon, you can definitely actually like mass export animations all at once. That's what I did here. There's a lot of animations here, and you can pretty much do the same thing for your own subs. You can do this as many as you want. Mass export multiple animations all at once. That's what I did here. Actually, like.
Okay.
Mass export animations. That's what I did here. There's a lot of animations here, and you can pretty much do the going to add a component, and we're going to type in Vneon injected, and then basically there'll be the Vneon injected anim. So you'll copy this name, and you're going to load it here. Now you're going to name your animation to whoever you want. I'm going to name it Prey, and then there is going to be an animation clip, basically. And on the animation clip, you're going to basically make sure that on your model here, there is the triangle, which is referring to the animation. You're going to click and drag that over to the animation clip, basically. And that's pretty much how you will basically set up a Vneon animation. And then all you really have to do is pretty much select a test here.
I'm going to go now, Sam. You did amazing as always. Thank you, Thorn. Same to you. Keep up the good work and hope to see you tomorrow again. Sounds good, Thorn. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back. I'll be ending the stream in probably 10 minutes anyway, because it's getting late. More research to do, though. More research, as always. See you tomorrow. Bye, Thorn.
Again, you can export as many as you like. Like, it could be like this. There could be like 3 different animations here. As long as they have the Vneon injected anim component on each of them, you can do that. Now, once you are basically done setting up your animations, you're going to click on the main prefab here, and then you're going to go to Vneon SDK on the top screen, which I'll make sure is a screenshot.
Export throwable, export droppable, export editable. World, prop, custom object, injected animation, bone rotations as JSON.
Animations folder. And in case you don't know where that is, I will also leave another screenshot showing where exactly can you find it. Again, it depends on where you place Vneon in your folder, but there is an animation folder inside the Vneon folder. So depends on where you can find it. It will be there. You have to export there. Otherwise, the Vneon will not detect it. Now, besides that, though.
But does that work with non? Is this just bone rotations, or can we export other animation clips? This is what we need to know. Because if we can export other stuff, then we're in a really good spot. So for example, if we create that, we'll create another empty, which we'll call anims. How did she organize it? Test, and then, okay, animation in there. Say anims, Vneon anims, create an empty in here, and the empty will do body toggle, and we'll add in a Vneon unshape parameter link, call trigger, camera, injected anim. And I want this one, right? Yeah, we'll do a few actually. Why don't we do this? Will be the angry expression. Okay, we'll call angry expression. So we have one expression we can try. We'll also do the body toggle, which we will need to create a new animation for. Or, yeah, this one right here. Body toggle. Body toggle. Okay, let's try those two. And so what did she do? She clicked this. She went to Vneon. She said export injected animation. And then we sent that animation into Vneon animations. So we'll call this era test anims. Okay. So wait for that to finish. It's so bright on my camera. I blocked the light source. Yeah. Injected anim export. All right, so let's check it out. Let's just close and reopen this. I like how he like shoots up. It's funny. Anyway, node graphs. We'll take a hotkey, move it up here. We'll create a animation, and we should have a few animations now. Let's set the hotkey to 5 or 8 or whatever. Perfect. Angry. So if we do that. Hello again. Went to sleep and just got back up, and you're still at work. I'm always working hard. Well, no, that's not but I'm certainly enjoying what I'm doing. And hello, web. Hope you have an amazing day. Hello, Jay. Hello, welcome. Welcome, both of you. Welcome to the stream. You did catch me towards the end of the stream. We'll probably be working for another 20 minutes or so. We're making the VTuber version of Era using a new software. I'm giving that a shot. Why is he down there? All right. Do another hotkey or another stop animation. Put this right here. Duplicate, and we'll set this to 9. Okay. So the animation does not affect his face. That's okay. But does it affect his body type? Also, no. Okay, so those are just purely what am I trying to say? Those are purely humanoid bone animations. Right? Yeah. So the animations, when it says animation here, it's only referring to humanoid animations, which is useful. Not great, but it's useful. Now, with this, we can export bone rotations. We can export injected animation, custom object. What are all these things? We had a list earlier we were looking at. V Neon SDK. Anim parameter link. That's interesting. Don't quite understand that, but vertical object. Set browser content, browser URL, set layer, set parameter. That's exciting. Anim parameter link. Mobile object UI browser. I don't know what that does. World. Which is a skybox. Okay, that's fine. I want to see this anim parameter link a little closer. Anim parameter link. Interesting. So I can take a parameter and include that. But does that retain my original parameter? Like, can I include arrows animator? And I could say drop in our FX layer. Go back to this. We'll try anim param linker, something like that. And on our FX layer, we would love to be able to toggle the tail. And then I can select that and export custom object. Save. Go back here. Add in resources. Venia. Items, objects, nothing there. Okay. We got these. A fart button. Nice. Parameter button. What's that? Where is it? All right, so it's not a prop. That is where I saved it, right? 90% sure. So that was the prop we were trying to add. Is there another spot to, or maybe I need to reload. Let's try that one more time. Object, custom object exported. Perfect. Reopen this. Oh, that always surprises me. Okay. Say object. Spawn object. Oh, there it is. Anim parameter. Anim parameter linker. Wow. Let's just spawn it there. Can I just add it here? I guess it's something else. It's a little different. Props, different from whatever this is. Load avatar, load world, monitor. No, go away. Pendulums. I don't know. All right, spawn this in. We'll do hotkey. And we'll call it P. And I would like to spawn it P. So now, apparently it's in the world somewhere. Oh. -1. Destroy after seconds. It's fine. Let's try that again. P. So we spawned it. Now we'd like to take a parameter, set parameter. And what did we name it again? Tail toggle 0. And I don't know. Another hotkey, I guess. L. Where was that monitor value? Can I see my parameters here? That's cool. Okay. Interesting. It's actually very good to know. I should have had that open earlier. We'll put you over here. So we can do it that way. All right. All right. We got our hotkey L. We tell it to compare it to tail toggle. If tail toggle is greater than 0, then we set it to 0. That's it. That's all we need to do. And if it's not, then if it's equal, then we set it to 1. So now we can hit hotkey L, and we can see tail toggle going back and forth. Okay, so that's good. We can see that happening there. But obviously the tail is not toggling. So my hope was that we would have that anim object in here. So let's look back a little bit further. So this anim parameter linker, update mode every frame, that's what we want. We want okay, this is what this.
An issue basically. I do recommend also by the way, with your project, the only case you skip that part for the VN and now you want to use it for roll down you up one different or your buck act as good stage master at basic.
Hello, Chill Spaghetti. Welcome. We're figuring out some stuff right now.
Today, did you ever want to...
Always making more models. Chill Spaghetti. And welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a fantastic one. Can't believe it's Monday again already. But yeah, right now we've made this custom model. This guy. And we're trying to make the VTuber version of him. So we're in the process of, we made a VR chat version of him. We made a Quest version of that VR chat model. And now we're making the VTuber version. So it's a process because we're learning a new software for it. But I get the feeling that it will be worth it for sure. Because it seems really really good. I just need to understand. There's like one piece that's missing, and once I have that, we'll be able to do anything I want, um, or I'll know how to do anything. How long have I done Blender? I would say at this point a good 4 solid years of doing it like full time, and then before then, like I started messing with it like 10 years ago, but I didn't really start studying it until about 4 to 5 years ago. Um, because before then it was just for fun. Then I learned I could make money doing it, so kind of that was definitely some good motivation after that. Uh, toggle. So I'm gonna search material. It's possible to change the material color in VNion. If you create a blend shape animation for it, use controlling it. So I should be able to include it. Would I say that I'm a master? I would say no. I would say I'm a professional level, but I'm not a master. I think that I could approach a lot of projects and do them successfully. But when I look at the people who really seem to know what they're doing, I still feel a huge distance between me and them. Like there are things I see people do with Blender, characters and things like that that are definitely at a level that I hope to get to. Sky Senpai, Gakusei. Mm. What would I say I need to work on? In like the general sense, like for just general advice, or what I personally would want to work on. I personally want to get a lot better at programming, because I think that my understanding of how to make systems will allow me to do a lot more. There's a perspective I really like called like systems thinking, where you start instead of like trying to get trying to make systems that can explore a big space of work for you. So I'm using ChatGPT a lot, trying to study what I can outside of this. Um, like coding, yeah, coding. There's more to when programming is a lot broader than just like doing coding. If you look at something like geometry nodes in Blender, that's very similar to coding in a sense, but it's not quite coding. But you're making systems of things. You're making things procedurally or non-destructively, and those are the kinds of things that I think are I will get the most in the long run. Um, but certainly a lot more. You should work on me. Boom. I gotta put you down, Zru. I hope you're feeling better, Zru, by the way. Love your work so far. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. So it says here that I should still be able to use this VSF. Yes, thank you. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Always rough having an upset stomach. VSF animation. So that's what I want to look up next. VSF animations. How do I play the VSF animations? So VSF control these particular animations. Oh, that's not what I want to do. This person has two animations, two softwares running at the same time. Fascinating. Um, why did I start YouTube? I'm curious. So I started the YouTube just to share my work, or at least save it. Um, I uh, and then the streaming is to just keep me accountable. Because like especially with this kind of work where it's just like kind of mind numbing, but you really need to do it. It's like if I wasn't streaming right now, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I'd probably be watching YouTube or playing games or something. So it's important to. It's very important for me to have some sort of like social constraint in order to be productive. So that's my main reason. Main reason, produ- productivity. It forces me to work. If I feel like someone's watching me work, I'm gonna work a lot harder. Glad you started. Thank you, Chill. Thank you. I am too. It's led to a lot of good things. A lot of good things. Like all of you hanging out with me right now. Thank you, everyone. Lurking, chilling. It definitely makes my day every day. Uh, I look forward to working more and more all the time because it's like a little vacation almost. Oh, wait, what does this say? When they have the trigger here, I included it here. On Vinion, the parameter is on one with the animation is not tricky. Anyway, make my day a little good, Sky. Good. That's awesome. Ever thought about doing commissions? That is mainly what I do here on stream. So all this character I'm working on right now, that's a commission. Um, and yeah, but I don't make much income from streaming. Almost all 99% of my income comes from commissions. Um, and I've been doing that for a few years now, which is fun. It is very fun. Excuse me. Anim param linker. So that's what I want to do. All right. So only floats and integer parameters are supported. That's important. It's very important. So if I go back, you have a form or something? Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate you asking. I do have a form and I have a little website um, to share information. So I'll paste it right there in chat. Um, and yeah, so it's basically a little form. It's just like a Google form link. This is not a contract. This is just to gather information. So don't feel like you're committing to anything when you fill it out. It's literally just for me to get the best understanding of what you're looking for. If you're looking to go forward with a commission, and if anyone else is out there looking for a commission, definitely let me know. But mostly I just use it to yeah, it's starting the conversation, but nothing set in stone. Um, I want to do tail x then here. I want to try to replace this value there with that. Oh. Era tail x. Paste that there. And now we're going to re-export this little object. We'll just overwrite it. I do want to replace it. And I'm just going to close Vinion. and restart once it's done exporting. Perfect. But yeah, if you are definitely interested in Avatar, my queue right now is maybe like 2, 3 weeks out. For sure, we'll do. What do you think about meeting other critics? I think it's great. I personally am pretty isolated. I live a very, aside from streaming, I'm very much like a hermit. Uh, but there are creator meetups. So if you're interested in meeting other VR chat avatar creators, there's like a weekly one every Saturday or Sunday. Be cool to see some collabs. I actually am working on a collaboration with Lindy when it comes to making an avatar. If you're familiar with Lindy, he's made tons of avatars, or sorry, not avatars, but like tools and props for avatars. Great work. It's great stuff. But I'll be working with him on an avatar. Probably be done with it in like 2 weeks or so. All right, so save that. Now I go to monitor. Should be able to see that parameter. Era tail X. Still set it to tail toggle. Oh, wait. Let me back up. Let me check Unity. So it is still tail toggle on this side. Gotcha. Tail toggle. It's still tail toggle on this side of things. Is everything I'm seeing made completely in Blender? So I make all the geometry, the model, and things like that, all the surfaces of the character. And then to paint them, I use another program called Substance Painter. And then the geometry and those textures all come together in the third program called Unity. And that's where you make the materials, you hook everything up into the game engine, because Unity is the game engine. So the other places are like the factories and where you're assembling things, but it comes together in the game engine, and that's where you make it actually run. All right, so we can toggle that. And if it was working, it would have moved the tail up, but it's not. Okay. So I'm not sold on that one. Not sold on this. It must be because it's removing the animator. I bet it's just cleaning out the animator. Oops. I did not want to delete him. I simply wanted to clear that. Okay. But it is 5:20 my time, so it is usually towards my day, and it is a good time for me to go ahead and end the stream. There's much more to do tomorrow. But I think we're in a good spot. The next step I just need to do is see if I can make a little custom script, and I think I'll be good to go after that. I think I'll be able to make every change that I want to these characters, so I'm quite excited. But it is time for me to sign off, and thank you everyone who's hanging out. Much love to all of you. I hope you all have an amazing start of your week as well. I know, Chill, you did catch me towards the end. I usually probably would have been off by the time you came around. It was really interesting to watch. Good. I'm glad to hear that, because it's a little frustrating dealing with it, but I'm glad I'm glad to share it. Bye, Sammy. Bye, Zru. Enjoy your evening. Glad you're feeling better. Love to see more projects from you. Well, I'll be back every day this week, every day of the next few weeks. So definitely come on by, hang out, ask questions. Thanks for the awesome stream. Absolutely. My pleasure. Thanks for being an awesome chat, everyone. You all are great. And I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Take care. Take care, Goo. Bye, Chill. Bye, Zru. Bye, Nammers. Anyone else that's lurking out there? Hope you're doing well. Also, don't forget to follow, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, and bye, Scott.